In Waiting Till Marriage news, submitted by Jomalian Timekeeper.
Oh.
What is Jomalia?
That's his land.
His country.
His country.
Oh.
He has his own kingdom.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We all have roles and everything. It's really nice.
A Dolphins cheerleader says she faced discrimination after revealing her virginity.
That's funny because when you read it, I pictured
I thought dolphin.
Yeah.
You thought dolphin?
Oh, Miami Dolphin?
like
Yeah.
a cheer
Okay.
for the.
And how do you reveal your virginity like this? Is that what you do?
Dolphin cheerleader. I saw a dolphin and then a
A cheerleader.
outfit on a dolphin. You saw that too? Yeah. And then I was like, how did this?
And then like
Virgin.
she continued to say her story, and I'm like, oh, and then it just went to normal town.
It stayed.
I was thinking about Pearl from SpongeBob.
Oh, because she cheers.
yeah, that's
true.
I know it's a whale, but like that's what I was picturing.
Oh yeah.
It's true. Yeah, so this ex-cheerleader, her name's Kristen. So for cheerleaders, they have to renew their,
license?
reapply for the job
Oh, okay.
every season, I guess. And so when she was reapplying to enter her third year, she went into her annual work review, and that's when it turned out that they told her that she can no longer speak about her virginity.
What?
Because they said something
They're
like, let's
you
talk
gotta
about
be
your
a hoe up
virginity."
in here. Mm-hmm. We only accept hoes.
That's kind of like,
I mean,
I don't know. But yeah, and so apparently they had like a stack of papers and they're like, let's talk about your virginity. And then she ended up leaving the office, but then she was told by two coaches that she could no longer talk about her virginity. But that she only mentioned it once when it was like during a bus trip with like other cheerleaders. They were all talking about like their own sexual experiences, and she was like, oh, well, I'm saving myself because of my religion, and I'm gonna be saving myself until marriage. And so apparently that got to the ears of the coaches and then to everyone else.
What's the problem?
She's saying
Yeah,
that
what's the
she
problem with that?
got discriminated because
That
during
sucks.
that same work review thing, they made her go and dress into like this bikini, and during that, like while she was wearing that, they were having a photo shoot, and then there were people that were just like poking fun at it, kind of like, oh, like just be more sexual or certain things, like make it dirty or something like that. I don't know. It's just the way they're wording this is just, for her, she felt so discriminated to the point where she had to, like, she ended up going home
Well,
and
they're kind
crying.
of fucked too, because if it's like a religious thing for her, that's pretty fucking bad. That's like, you're
Yeah,
just-
it's fucked up, but I can also see why they do that. So like, when you're like in a sports team, or if you're like in the military or whatever, there's like this level of camaraderie, and the minute they find out one thing that's an outlier, everyone clowns on you and clowns on you hard, and it's part of the camaraderie or the fraternity or the sorority of that group. So for her, I don't know where her upbringing is, but like, let's say she wasn't used to that type of like locker room, like joking and fucking around, it could probably really, really get to her.
I think like even in sports though, they wouldn't fuck with religion though. Like you leave that shit alone. You could talk about your mom, whatever, your dad, but if it was like religious shit, you wouldn't touch that shit. You know
But
what I
if
mean?
you're like, let's say you're a football player and you're a virgin, you're gonna be the virgin in the entire like locker room. When people are taking showers, they're gonna be clowning on you, that virgin dick. They're gonna be like, everyone's gonna be going in on you. And that's like the same type of sports culture.
I wonder if that's how it's like for cheerleaders too then.
I mean, I could imagine some women literally being bitter because she's a virgin.
Yeah.
So it could spark that coming from them.
Yeah, apparently she was told that she could talk about her virginity in private, but never around the team, and that she needed to become a woman.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up.
That's a little different.
Like creating a whole policy around that's fucked up. That's more than just locker room fucking around.
Yeah, and then during that photo shoot, I mentioned that they had her play with fruit, and they told her play with it like they were balls and make love to the camera, and like she felt like they were just mocking her.
That kind of just sounds like locker room talk.
Yeah.
The other stuff was a little weird though.
Yeah.
Also, like, what's wrong with that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, what's wrong with what?
I mean,
playing with fruit like it's
For being a
Playing with
virgin?
some, no,
Or-
playing with some fruit like it's balls.
Oh, but like, I mean, if she exposed that, and then now they're kind of like it is they're mocking
Oh, I guess
her.
that is kind of like, it's a little bit like bullying.
I think the issue,
sports
the
fault.
biggest issue that I see is like telling her she can't talk about it with the
Yeah.
group. She has to keep it secret. All these things, it's like that's going beyond the line. You know, it's like she could talk about it whenever the fuck she wants. It's not violating anything.
Yeah, at first they kind of made it seem like she was like going to news outlets and like, I'm the only Miami cheerleader that's like a virgin. Everybody else is a hoe. Like, you know, that's what I was.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, that then I could totally see them saying something to her about it. Also, because I feel like they kind of want to sexualize the cheerleaders. Because when you think about having sex with a cheerleader, you're thinking like dirty, nasty, like not,
God damn.
but not like oh sweet, you know.
Wouldn't it be good to have someone that is a virgin in your team? Because it's like, oh, she's the virgin one, I fuck her. And then the other guy's like, nah, I want someone with experience, I fuck her. And then like they're like talking about the team. Yeah.
I feel like they could have exploited it or just, you know, told her like, you know, I don't know. But I feel like because they're like, don't talk about it around the team, it's more like the girls are probably bitter about it.
Like it's causing too many issues, like too much drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the whole thing here though is like they're trying to like highlight the workplace conditions among NFL cheerleaders because there was this other former Redskins cheerleader who said that the team once sold an appearance where the cheerleaders would show up to a residence and do nothing but just hang out with men, drinking beer, and watching football, which is like the fuck, like
So that's kind of like hoeing them out.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
That's weird.
That is
that's
weird.
kind of like the discussion here, the workplace environment for NFL cheerleaders.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like glorified, I guess, escorts.
I mean, like, I feel like years ago that probably wasn't the thing, but that could also be a result of like NFL's not doing as well as it was 10 years ago.
So they need-
and so maybe they are like trying to exploit, you know, these beautiful women that they have and try to like do something with that.
I feel like it's more likely to happen in the past than it is now, in my opinion.
Because it's more hidden in the past?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, because that is a different angle. Like, because I knew that there were cheerleaders for every team, but I cannot name a single cheerleader for like Dallas or like I've never
Yeah.
even seen them. Do you even see them during
There's
like
no
Super Bowl or
famous
anything?
ones. There's like, yeah, there's no one.
You just kind of see them on the
And I heard the
side.
pace sucks ass.
Yeah, I heard
like
the
you're
pace
just
sucks
dancing around. Like you can't even. You have to do that and be like a dance teacher or like do whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a cheerleader for like the Super Bowl or something. And like if they, I'm sure they're there briefly, but like I don't see like a major portion with them or anything.
Yeah.
I'm never like, wow, Jessica from the Dallas Cowboys, she's best.
Yeah.
I think like cheerleaders too, like their fucking jobs are hard. You would think they would get paid more, cause I heard that shit's like fucking like you have
It's
to be
dangerous.
on fucking point.
Yes, it's dangerous. I forget what you call it, a fly girl or whatever. I was a cheerleader like.
Is that the person on top that you gotta throw him or something?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, I did. I only did that for like a year because like that shit was scary. And like, oh my god, I totally forgot about this. I'm having flashbacks now, dog. Shit. I got, yeah, they were mad at me because I didn't want to like keep climbing to the top. And then like they had some dude that was like 14 that had to like hold my, you have to like stand on somebody's feet like this and like,
Yeah.
I don't know you. I don't trust you, dog. Like I don't have time for all that. It's a danger. Yeah,
Sorry, I
it's
just keep
dangerous.
climbing down.
Ooh, I
I don't
forgot about that.
trust you.
That's fucking crazy, man.
And then when they want you to get off, they like hold you like this, and then they kind of launch you a little bit,
And then they
catch. It's so scary. Like
I want to
fuck
dress
that.
up as a girl, and I want to complain that they're discriminating against me because I'm fat. Because I want to be on top.
You wanna be
I was like,
on
listen,
top.
I'm not a base, okay? I'm the icing on the fucking cake. You better put me on top, motherfucker. Like, I want to be up on top, and I want to see that bitch struck.
You're like, I don't want to be one of them sturdy girls with her life hanging in my hand.
Like he's praising the Lord super hard.
Like a girl like Boze holding
Yeah.
you.
I'm like, listen, bitch. I'm the top, you're the fucking bottom. Let's go.
Just me just crying and David like,
That was on Dodgeball, remember?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
fucking crushed. Yeah, that's
Skinny
right.
guy had.
Yeah, that's how I want it to be.
that's how it is, dog.
It's a dangerous ass looking job. Like, you gotta go up there, twirl around and shit. It's like
Like how
gymnastics.
many times did that girl fall down before they got that right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It looked like a lot of fun.
What, spinning around?
Yeah, being the top girl, like I wanted to be that girl. But I'm like, I'm too fucking tall for this shit.
Dude, man, social media though has changed up like the cheerleader fetish though, because I don't remember like back it's like, yo, cheerleader are fucking hot. Now I'm kind of like, it's just a cheerleader. I think there's like more shit out there that's like I'm thinking the equivalent to how hot a cheerleader girl was to us back in the day is now an Instagram girl.
Yeah.
There's Insta hoes now.
Yeah, because like before that appeal of being a cheerleader, I believe was that you were the hot chick, you were the popular chick. Now just like,
And you could wear short shit and get away with it.
Ooh, yeah.
Like,
I
it was a
fucking
school
love
uniform.
girls volleyball though. That shit was tight.
The volleyball team, really?
Yeah, because the girls would
She was
always
in the
have.
volleyball team.
Gross, bro.
Girls volleyball,
you do
the
look
game
like
is,
a
it's all about the
volleyball
game. The
girl.
game is really good.
Yeah, Gio,
The
you
strategy,
do.
it's a really good sport.
Yeah, right when they start the shit, they go,
Yeah.
and all the guys are like,
No, oh
There
my
was
God.
a lot of guys at my game.
It's the only sport where the guys root for both sides.
Oh my
I don't care. I
God.
don't care which team's playing.
Volleyball is the volleyball girls were underrated.
I didn't even know what volleyball was. I just called it booty sports. Yeah, so we watching booty sports today?
All right, you caught me. I wanted to be a low pro hoe. That's why I joined.
Ooh, and then believe it or not, the swim team is usually the least sexiest of
Yeah,
them
because
all.
they are built as fuck.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
fucking
they're up
shoulders
here.
are broader than yours.
They're
and shit.
fucking huge.
They're
Yeah, you would think like swimsuit and all that, but it's like
It's
so
one piece
unsexual.
bikini and then swim hat.
And then this thing that you can't even see their face.
They just look like an erect dick with a condom on. That's all they look like,
And
dude.
the guys too, little speedos with the thing and the this.
At least the guys aren't covered up. Like if they're jacked, they're jacked. But girls, it's like straight covered up.
Oh,
You can't
true.
see anything.
Yeah, they were just really buff and their skin was peeling all the time. So it just was like,
Yeah.
it's like sunscreen didn't do shit for them. You know what I mean? Like their shoulders were always peeling. You know? Hi, David. Like, why don't you get rid of that shit first before you wave?
Stop talking because your flakes are getting on me.
Every time they shoulder shrug, there was
his
just
shoulder.
fucking just dust coming off. Oh, I don't know. Ugh. Gross, man.
But they could rescue you if you're drowning.
yeah.
Fucking bonita flakes just flying around.